Well, hello everyone. It is me, your life coach. My name is Jackie Wilson, and welcome to the show. And here we talk about all things healing. We talk about relationships. We talk about just getting ourselves in a very, very good place in life where we can start living life on our terms and become our true, authentic self. And so for today, we're going to just talk about stress. And it's so appropriate because of what's going on now with this coronavirus, and things are so heightened now, our emotions, because we're hearing so much on the news. We're not quite sure what to do, how to process this information. So because of this, and we're staying at home, some of us may have lost our jobs or are able to work from home, however that may be for you. So it's like the emotions are all over the place. And so what I want to do is kind of help you to bring those emotions back in place, to be able to calm yourself down, keep that positive energy going, and to be able to help you to make it through this particular time that we're in right now, because we do know, or we should believe, that there is life after the coronavirus. And so I want to be able to help you all as you're going through this, how to deal with the stress, deal with the anxiety, deal with the depression that you may be facing, deal with PTSD. We're going to talk about all of those on each one of my different videos that I'm going to put out. So today we're talking about stress. And so what is stress? Stress is the body's reaction to harmful situations. It could be real situations, or it could be something that you just think is going to happen. It's your perception of that. And if you feel like it's going to happen, that can cause you to become in a panic. Or if you hear some news, you can get into a panic. As a result of that, your heart can start racing. You start thinking all different types of thoughts about that information that you heard or information that you've seen. Okay, or something that you've experienced can cause a stressful reaction in our body. Okay. So now, what are some of the symptoms of a person that can be dealing with stress? I have my notes up here, so just kind of bear with me, okay? So with having different symptoms, I've been depressed before, so I would be a good person to talk to you about being stressed, feeling anxiety, and going through depression, okay, and feeling stressed about different situations. So what are some of the things that a person can deal with? They can become very angry, very irritated, quick to, fly off the top of the hat, just being angry with someone, just blow up really fast, almost like a teapot ready to bubble or boil, and then it just blows up, just the top just comes up. And so this could be how those emotions are that are running back and forth within you because of the stress, the anxiety, the emotional part of what you're feeling, okay? So then also the person can feel overwhelmed, like they're losing control, or they need to control things. A person can feel that way too when they're feeling stressed, okay? They feel like they're out of control, or they need to control whatever that situation is. So they can have difficulty sleeping, difficulty remembering things because of the stress of how their body is reacting to it. It can take them into a different tailspin, okay? And that person can become very stressed, not able to function. They won't be able to sleep. They'll have difficulty with, resting because their mind and their body is just like on overload, okay? They'll be irritating to other people. They'll try to avoid other people as well because they don't want people to know what they're dealing with, or to hear individuals maybe say something negative to them about what they're feeling, about what they're experiencing, or about that situation. So they may just try to, keep themselves sheltered from other people. So that's part of it too, okay? And then also, here's some other of the physical side of what a person may deal with. They have low energy. They may deal with headaches. Their stomach could be upset. They can deal with having diarrhea or constipation, nauseated feeling. They can have some aches and pains in their bodies, and their muscles can be tense because of everything they're going through. I know when I was stressed, I used to get it across my shoulders, and I used to get a headache. So I get a headache and I would get it across my shoulders. It would just be so much tension and stress that would be there. Like I just needed to have a massage every day as long as I was stressed out about something. So it can also escalate into a person feeling that like they have a lot of chest pain, or they will have chest pain. You can feel like your chest is tightening up, okay? Your heart will start racing. It beats really fast, and you can feel like a tightness in your chest. That's not a good thing, because that can also lead to someone having a heart attack or a stroke, okay? So as they say, the word said, or the statement has been said, stress will kill you. It really can kill a person, okay? Because of what we're just, the information I'm just sharing with you about the different symptoms and how our body reacts to that, okay? When we deal with stress, our body goes into what's called a flight or fight response mode. And that's just really how that stress is reacting to our body, okay? So we can deal with, as I mentioned, insomnia, where we can't sleep. A person can become very sick. They can have frequent colds because your immune system is being compromised because of the stress, because of, all of the different reactions that your body is having to the stress that you're holding on to, okay? They can deal with it. They can even come up with an infection, it says. Nervousness and shaking. They have ringing in their ears. They can deal with cold, sweaty hands, feet, dry mouth, also difficulty with swallowing. Their jaws can, become tight and have issues with chewing and grinding their teeth, So it's a lot of different things that happens to your body when you're dealing with stress. Now, on the cognitive side of stress, person can be a consistent worrying person. They worry about a lot of things. They have all these racing thoughts. They're forgetful. They're not able to stay organized. They're always disorganized with their thoughts. And maybe even in their room, you can see where it's not together like it normally would be. So those are all different thoughts. They also may have an inability to focus. So that's a part of it too. Their mind just all over the place, just feeling discombobulated. Okay. They may have poor judgment. So they may start using substance abuse or, just talking to random people or just doing random things that is not normally in their character as that person to be. And I can be talking about you as well. Remember, I said I dealt with stress too. So there's a lot of things on here that I've already mentioned to you that I've even dealt with, dealing with stress. They can become very pessimistic and, seeing only the negative side of things. And I know you've been around people where you say, oh my gosh, the saying is she's like a Debbie Downer, or just always nagging about something, negative Nancy. So, it's just so many different things that your body can encounter dealing with stress. Okay, so these are some of the things that we talked about today. What stress is, we talked about some of the symptoms of stress, but we're going to go a little bit further on our next video, and we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the other parts of what our bodies go through when we're dealing with stress and dealing with anxiety, and how it can lead to depression and also lead to PTSD. So I thank you all for joining in today, and I'm going to wish you all light and love, and I will see you guys on the next video, which will be in another day or so. We'll get another video that'll be out. So look out for my video. You all have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.